The English language didn't appear overnight. It's the result of centuries of invasions, innovations, and cultural collisions. This is the story of one of the most spoken language ever. The story begins in the 5th centuries when Britain was invaded by Germanic tribes, the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes from what is now Germany and Denmark. They spoke early West Germanic dialect that forms the foundations of English. The Angles called their language English, which is where the word English comes from. As these tribes settled, they pushed the native Celtic speakers into areas like Wales, Scotland, Cornwall, and Ireland. While Celtic's influence on English was limited, trace remains, especially in places names like London, Dover, and Kent, and even words like badger, which comes from the Celtic words rock. A few centuries later came the Viking, invading from Norway and Denmark. They spoke Old Norse, and their impact is still obvious today. Words began with SK, like sky, skins, and skills comes directly from them. Even everyday pronouns such as they, their, and them are Norse in origin, and the words happy comes from the Norse words hapt, which means luck or chance. Then came one of the most influential moments in English history, 1066. William the Conqueror invaded England, bringing French with him. For centuries, French became the language of power, law, and aristocracy. Over 10,000 French words entered English. Words like government, courts, justice, prison, and parliament. French also changed English spelling. Both English CWs became QU, turning queen into queens. And food tells of powerful stories of class divisions. Peasants raise cow, sheep, and pigs, while nobles eat beef, muttons, and pork. French words still used today. By the 14th century, English began to rise in status. A writer named Geoffrey Chaucer proved that English could be a serious literacy language. His works, including the Canterbury Tales, were written in Middle English, and he was the first to use Hindu-Arabic numerals in English writing. Because of this, Chaucer was often called the father of English literature. The next major leap came in 1476 when William Caxton introduced the printing press to England. Book became cheaper, literacy spreads, and English slowly became more standardized. Though spelling was still chaotic, even Caxton spelled the word books 3 different ways on the same page. In 1604, the first English dictionary was published. It contained just 3,000 words, with definitions so simple that apples was defined as more than one apple. Finally, the English Renaissance transformed the language once again. New words were created and old ones evolved. Words like muscle comes from Latin for little mouse because doctors thought muscles looked like mice moving under the skin. And the words facts once meant something done before evolves to meaning something is true. English as we know it today is a living record of history shaped by innovations, culture, technologies, and creativities. It's not just a language, it's a timeline that reflects humanity.